Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early March 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely, beautiful Leos. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you in early March. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself, and at the very end I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Let's get it going here. Let's go. What's popping for the Leos, please? Guides and spirit team. Usually this first card pops out really quick. I feel like, yeah, there it goes. So we have this high priestess energy here, which is always very intriguing. There could be something about a gut feeling or your empathy could be extra heightened in this time when we have this. Energetic connections as well. Now, before we start peeling back the layers of this energy, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a look here at this energy. So you see this older woman. She's in front of the crystal ball. There's a key in the ball. There's a box right next to her. So when I see this, it just gives me high priestess vibes because it could be speaking about knowledge, deep hidden mysteries, stuff like that. But to me, Spirit could be highlighting your intuition in this time, whether you have a gut feeling about something. Spirit could be asking you to listen to your intuition. This is a very powerful card of empathy and empathizing. So if you're very sensitive to the energies of others, like people, places, things, Spirit could be saying like, hey, you might want to protect yourself, ground yourself, watch out, because you could be picking up on the energies of those around you, even if you don't realize it. Okay, so I feel like I need to tell it to every Leo up front. Even if you're not super in tune with things like that, the energies of others could be influencing you in some way. But let's just put her down here. I'm going to get you into tarot now. We'll get 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff flowing. So let's get a good shuffle here for my lovely Leos. Let's see what we got, my guides. Talk to me. Early March now. So last week's reading was intriguing indeed. Now, you know I try to title these very simply, but last week's reading was titled A Sudden Stop. So whether that has been certain things in your life that have been stopping cold, maybe there's certain things in your life that you feel like you want to stop or put a stop to. That was the main energy I was picking up last week, where the energy was moving, trucking along, and then like slamming on the brakes. So we'll see what we have for you this week. You know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. Let's get you 3 cards. I don't want to dwell too much on last week's, but let's see what we have. Okay, so there is some hidden, mysterious energy here this week, Leo. We have the Moon card in position number 1. Okay. Also very intuitive, just like that High Priestess energy that I was speaking about a little earlier too. So the energetic sensitivity is getting really pointed out here. Okay, we have the Lovers. So we have 2 major arcana here. Your interpersonal relationships, very important. I was seeing that in the other fire signs too. Let's get you one more. Let's get one more out here for Leo. Very powerful energies to start us off, my friends. Thank you. 6 of Cups. So there is something linked to the past as well. So we're really going to need to uncover some of this. I feel like there is a lot of unseen energy, okay, with all the stuff we have going on here. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy stuff going. Right here in the box, I'll give you a quick first glance. We have the Moon and the Lovers, powerful major arcana and archetypes, like I've been saying. But the 6 of Cups is emotional. We have a double down of this water energy. So once again, energy sensitive. This could be extremely emotional type of energy as well. But position number 1, the Moon card. You might be connected to a Pisces. Okay, some people even link this to the Cancerians. At the time of this filming, we are in Pisces season. So in my simplistic style of reading, it could be showing us something that's coming towards you in this time, a way you might be feeling in this time. But it is my biggest card of the unseen, of the mysterious, okay? So there might be unexpected or surprising situations or events popping up. We'll get more detail on this to really like take it home. But I always have to point that out, that whenever I see the Moon, there is something that you might not be seeing just yet, okay? So moving over, we have a completely different energy. We have The Lovers. This is an angelic, beautiful energy. Now, I always have to preface that I don't consider myself a love reader alone, but the Lovers is literally a card that could represent romance, especially with all this water energy. The Lovers could be anyone you consider a soulmate. Deep emotional connections and bonds, very similar to the Two of Cups, but a bit stronger. This is also the card that represents Gemini, so you might be linked to Gemini with this. If you're not watching this for love or anything, or your interpersonal connections, this is an extremely easy-flowing, easygoing, angelic, and protective energy. So when I see it right next to a card like the Moon, it says, all right, yeah, there might be some unexpected things, there might be some hidden things, but that's fine. You might be a very protected individual when we have this, okay? Moving to the back end, though, because I feel like this is going to be a whole in-depth layered reading this week. We have the Six of Cups, another card of soulmates, of connections, those that we share a very deep emotional connection with, okay? Whether it's someone from your past, because this is a card of history to me, a card of memories, whether good, bad, or indifferent. When we see the Six of Cups, we think of history. So it could be a person that you have a very long history with showing up in this week's reading, a big past. Or there could be something from the past that could be circling back around when I see the Six of Cups. It all depends on what the clarifiers are here. But it is another card of soulmates, like I said. So when we see it next to the Lovers, this could be very important alignment here. Okay, especially with the Moon energy. We want to dive deeper on all of it, though, Leo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my lovely Leos, please. What's going on, my guides? Talk to me. And yes, Leo, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the Moon here. And if you're a reader yourself or you're just trying to learn, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to the Leos, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Moon time. What is this hidden energy, please? We'll see if it like reveals itself throughout the read. Page of Wands. Okay. I'm absolutely getting somebody tempted to make a move or take an action, but they're stopping themselves here. So a lot of you in this time, beware of temptation. Watch out for things that might be very tempting to you, specifically if you've been trying to put things to a halt, okay? Or break a habit, change a behavior. You could be tempted in a big way. That's what I'm feeling here intuitively, of course. Now, another portion of you, this could be somebody showing up that you have stopped communication with, or an unexpected talk. When I see the Page of Wands, it is a communicator. It could represent another fire sign. But in reverse, it's somebody who's a bit quiet. Underneath the Moon, I feel like it could be an unexpected talk or message as well. And we'll see how it plays out. With all the energy of soulmates in the past, a lot of you could be hearing from someone that you haven't heard from in quite a while as well. So we really want to get deeper into this reading, okay? But watch out for temptation for sure, okay? Just as a side message here, because that's the first thing I was feeling intuitively. We're going to keep moving on. I don't feel like I need to overcomplicate that message. It was a couple of things. Let's keep pressing through. Let's see what's going on with the Lovers. So why are my Lovers here for Leo? I really want to get over to the Six of Cups as well, see what that past could be about. Why are the Lovers here? Thank you. Good. Very good. We have the Six of Pentacles underneath the Lovers. This is beautiful energy, my friends. Something really nice could be coming to a lot of you. This is a card of gift giving to me. It's very charitable. It's either somebody giving of themselves or giving of their assets. And with the Six of Pentacles under the Lovers, this is just beautiful, balanced, easygoing type of energy. So for a portion of you, maybe you were in an energy like this that was like a little secretive, a little closed off, but now you're moving into this beautiful, angelic, light-filled, positive energy. A lot of you could be giving or receiving gifts in this time as well. That's one thing I have to say. Whether it's like giving a gift to somebody you love or somebody who's trying to spoil you. This is giving me spoiled vibes, like, and not in a bad way, but you know, when you're with someone or you love somebody, you just want to make them happy. You want to give them things. That's the vibe I'm picking up here in the middle. Once again, I'm not a love reader, but I'm just telling you what I'm feeling. This is good though, right in the center. Could be two different modes you've been in recently. Six of Pentacles could be a come up in regards to money as well. But once again, this could be a gift of some sort, especially next to this hidden type of energy. A lot of you could be receiving a gift for sure. We're going to move in on the Six of Cups, see what that's about. Notice there are repeating sixes in this spread as well. So you might want to look into the numerology of sixes. But let's see what's up with that Six of Cups. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Let's see what this past energy is about. What's going on here? And then, yeah, in the middle with the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles, it could be somebody opening up to you as well. All right, yeah. Three of Pentacles in reverse, so we're getting a lot of that earthy energy grounding us down here on the bottom. Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, right? Doing things as a group, as a collective. So I find it intriguing that it's here underneath the Six of Cups. Yeah, watch out for the past for sure. There's somebody that really might feel like they've lost something special in you, okay? Whether a friend, romance, or whatever it might be, but there could be somebody that you have been connected to that really feels like they've lost something, okay? And there could be a circle back here of the past coming back around, especially with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody possibly having a very difficult time, okay? If you've been separated from someone recently, they could be having a difficult time coping as well, or you could be coping with being separated from someone, because this is usually good energy of assistance and help, especially next to the Six of Pentacles. So there could be some link there for sure. Watch out for work things. Some of you might be tempted to go back to an old work situation as well, or like an old work position, things like that. That's very out of left field, but for some of you, that could be a possibility. If you used to work in a different field, you might want to think like, you know, times were better when I worked here. Hey, I didn't make as much money, but I was happier. Just watch out for thoughts like that, especially with the temptation we have going on. But there is somebody missing you for sure on this back end. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card, because I felt like we have a lot of different things coming through, Leo. But position number one, we do have the Moon card with the Page of Wands in reverse. To me, this did feel like a card of temptation, so beware of temptation in this time. If you've been trying to put a stop to something or put a halt to certain things, you could be tempted to cave in some sort of way. Another vibe I was getting here was an unexpected talk or conversation coming in or just popping up. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad one. But moving to the center, we have the Lovers with the Six of Pentacles, both very giving types of energies. This is easy flowing. A lot of you could be receiving gifts in this time, or you might be wanting to gift to other people. It's a very equal and balanced and light-filled type of energy. So I'd say cutting right down the middle, this is lovely and beautiful. On the back end, and overall, I'm not seeing any treachery here. So if you've been going through a tough time, these are good energies you want to harness and claim. We have the Six of Cups with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and this to me felt like somebody that you may have been connected to that is having a very difficult time coping without you and their wife, or you might be having a hard time coping without somebody and your wife. That's just the vibe I was getting, like needing help, wanting this energy around, okay? So somebody could be craving your energy in some kind of way or missing you, okay? You might be tempted to go back to an old profession or an old workplace as well. I know that's out of nowhere, but please take a screenshot, Leo. I'm going to get you one shadow card. Interesting stuff. Lots of things. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what's in the shadows for you. I'm using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion. So what's going on? And yeah, we'll just get one card here just to finish this off. What's in the shadows for Leo? Remember, I always read the inverse meaning whenever I pull a shadow card, whether it's something new or something old, something within us. Okay, we have the Empress, generally a very beautiful card of blessings. This is a card of fertility and motherhood. I really like this card, but once again, it does have a shadow side. All cards do. So when we see the Empress, some of you may have a link to a Taurus, okay, or a rough history with a Taurus. For a portion of you, there could be pain surrounding motherhood, whether a mother of yours or motherhood in general, when we have the Empress here. Usually blessings, but she can also be a very stubborn type of energy as well. In this time, beware that you might feel cornered. You might feel smothered in different ways. So know that the steam within you could really start building up. You might be getting cabin fever, or somebody's just doing too much or doing the most when we have this Empress energy showing up in the shadows, okay? Very earthy, but earth energy can also be very stubborn. So that is something to think about as well. This could be a very stubborn individual, or you might be stubborn about something. You just take it how it hits. But Leo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. And give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air sign readings. But for March, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is a new deck and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments out of this week's reading, which card spoke to you the most. At the end of the month, the winners will be in the community tab. Once again, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.